So the corporate tax cut to 15% is one thing. How about those massive cuts to regulations? I'm sure it's music to your ears, even though, Andy, we didn't get any real specifics there.
Well, it's music to everybody's ears, I think, that's in the business community. But the specifics were, number one, you stop the executive orders, put a moratorium on them, and repeal the ones that were oppressive. Number two, you go back through and look for business regulations that are oppressive and eliminate those. But number three, he's actually going to tell every agency head to list the regulations under their supervision from most important to least important and look at reducing the ones that are the least important. So that's the kind of plan that actually could reduce regulations. And it's coming from a CEO. So, it's very encouraging. I think the business community was very happy to hear that from Mr. Trump.
What do you say, Andy, to those who are saying that what Mr. Trump is proposing tax-wise is more beneficial to the richest out there, the elimination of the estate tax, this tax pass-through that would benefit going from 39% to 15%? There are many wealthy Americans who take advantage of that anyway, who get their income that way, and on and on. I mean, is this the kind of tax plan that really benefits the middle class as talked about?
Yeah, absolutely it is. What will benefit the middle class and the working class is the creation of good-paying jobs, getting rid of the wage stagnation that we've experienced, and seeing income inequality reduced because we have economic growth. Economic growth will create jobs and will get wages back on track. And this plan is it's not aimed at picking on this group or hurting that group, or it's aimed at helping everybody by generating economic growth nationwide. And when he's reducing taxes. There's now 4 brackets. He's going to simplify the tax code, reduce taxes for everybody, which includes rich and poor. And the people that are getting the benefits, the 15% tax break, these are businesses that will reinvest those funds to help create growth. We've got to stop focusing on who we're going to punish and who the bad guys are and start focusing on a growing economy.
Isn't that going to cost trillions? Sarah? Isn't that going to cost trillions to the budget deficit? What happened to conservatives being concerned about high debt?
Nothing at all. They're still concerned. And I'll tell you, first of all, the evidence of that is that he had 3 income tax brackets, the top one 25%. In this round of his tax plan, he took that 25% for the highest earners to 35%. So he recognized that there was not enough of a deficit impact from his original plan. Secondly, the one way you're going to get spending under control, you're going to get deficit spending under control, and you're going to be able to fund social programs like Social Security and Medicare is through economic growth. We need economic growth. The government can't do this. It can't mandate it. And his whole plan, whether it's regulations or energy or tax, is aimed at economic growth, which will help working class and middle class Americans more than any plan to redistribute income.
Before we let you go, I want to get your response to something that Mr. Trump said today as he was campaigning in North Carolina about the Second Amendment. It lit up the Twitter sphere and got a pretty strong response from the Clinton campaign. Here's what he said, and then I'm going to get your response to it.
Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
It was viewed as an inflammatory comment that he made there at the end. What do you, as a supporter of his, is it tough for you to support him when he does make statements like that, do you think?
That's the first time I've heard that. But the thing that occurred to me was he was referring to the lobbying power of the NRA. The NRA is a very, very powerful lobbying organization in D.C., and he was talking about the Second Amendment. So I'm not sure where people were. I haven't followed this. I was in meetings before this interview. But it sounds to me like he's talking about the NRA lobbying. I'm not sure why anybody would find that offensive. They are very powerful.
Hey, CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.